Hey everyone, it's Evie here again. Today I want to show you how to alter one of these window envelopes, which I have already cut into size of this. So this is the window envelope, and this is what I have created out of it. And as you can see, it's digitals from Till Untitled Martina. I have used seam binding for closure. I have used some die cut images which I bought from eBay. Some silk flowers. Inside, when you open it, is like a little notebook with coffee dyed paper and journaling at the back. On this side, it's got an envelope which I stained, and I've used some imaged vellum to decorate the envelope. My usual die cut butterflies, and at the back I've left it blank with a coffee dyed paper for more journaling. So we're just gonna go ahead and make this today, and I want to take you through it and show you how I made it. The cutout I have for the golden border around the window this time, it's a lot smaller from this one, and I wanted to show you where I wanted to show you the difference. So it's a little bit shorter from the actual window that I have already here, but that doesn't really matter because what I did is that's the image I'm going to use for the front. So what I did is I measured it, and I drew lines with my pencil so I can cut it out, and this is what exactly I'm going to do now. But I'm gonna use my my blade to cut this, and I want to use my where is it? I'm sorry, I've lost it somewhere on my desk, but I cannot see it. Okay, and because I cannot find it, I'm gonna use something else. I've lost my board where I cut my things, but I'm gonna use this hard cardboard envelope and cut this image out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it now. If I move my camera, I'm really sorry. I haven't fixed the problem yet with having to fix it somewhere, so I don't have to have the camera in front of me. But I'm gonna try and do my best and show you how I made the window envelope for the two floral journals that I am creating for my Etsy. So okay, I've got the image out, and all I need to do now is take the envelope. Oh, that's the wrong envelope. Here we are. And open it and fit the image in there. So what I need to do now is take my double-sided tape, right there, and I just want to see where exactly. Okay, so just there. That's nice. And then do this side as well, and this side too. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take this out now. That's the fiddly part of the job, trying to get the okay, this one is done. Now this one, that's it. So we've done everything, And now I'm gonna go ahead and put my image on here. So that's the correct way to put it on. And I'm just gonna go ahead and stick it there. That's it. That is great. Now, before I go and cover the front of the whole front of the envelope, I want to do the back bit, and I'm going to use this image from the digitals. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some glue on it. I hope everyone is fine and well. I've had a really busy weekend with the kids. The weekend just gone, and it was quite hectic, but here we are again. They are back at school, and I'm in my craft room having a little bit of time to myself. Right, so what I'm going to do is I would like this to show, so I'm going to put it right there. Okay. And then I'm going to fold this where the envelope folds, which is right there. And then all I'm going to do is just roughly cut it with my ruler. That's lovely, and I just want to check if it closes. No, I think it needs a little bit more. Okay, I'm just going to use my scissors this time. It's not a problem. Okay, so I've cut a tiny bit, and now I hope it closes. Oh, it needs a little bit more. That's okay. Just do a tiny bit more. A little bit of correction, it doesn't matter, as this is all done by hand. We just have to keep correcting what we're doing. So this is nice now, nicely done. That's it. Yeah, that's perfect. And all I need to do now is go around and cut the remaining of the edges here, just to clear it out. Sorry, I keep as I told you, I've got the camera in front of me, so you might not be able to see me cutting this. I need to fix this problem with the camera, because it's difficult to work like this and show you guys what I am actually doing. Right, so I've cut this to size now. It's all done nicely, but I think it needs a little bit more glue here, which is fine. Okay. So I've done the inside. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put the rest of my image on the outside of my front bit of the window envelope. So I think this is the, yeah, just want to adjust it in the right just want to rub off. Okay, that's it. So yeah, what I'm gonna do now is just adjust it. So this is done nicely. Okay. So as you can see, I've left a little bit of the envelope uncovered here. The only reason is I don't want to do it exactly the same way as the other envelope. So that is just the whole image like in front, but this one I want to add something on the top, and I just thought I'll do it this way, which is fine again. And I'm gonna go ahead now and put glue and stick the rest of the digital on here. It's nice to do things that look the same and similar, but sometimes I've got the feeling that really they don't have to look the same. You can do changes, although they are going to be two floral journals worked with the same digitals. I don't really mind if they are not done exactly the same. Which I think it's everybody's personal opinion on the way they want to work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this now to size. Just go around it. Okay, and I'm putting the rest of the cuts on the side. So this is it, guys. This is what this looks like, which I really like. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I want to check. Yes, I want to cut this here as well. Just trim it a little bit more. That's fine. I just want to correct. Okay, that's it. Fantastic. Lovely stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it like that and work at the back and put my coffee dyed paper, which I have put here, which I have already cut some, but it's not cut to size. All I need to do is put some glue, and I'm gonna use my wet glue this time. Okay, I'm just gonna work the glue around the envelope really fast. I like this glue. This is a PVA glue, but it's the clear one, and it does dry really fast, which makes things more easier. So just apply it on there, and I put my coffee dyed paper on top. I admit I'm not very good at tutorials. I've seen a lot better tutorials than mine. but because I want to show you like how I go and do like my journals, I wanted to create some tutorials, but I admit I'm not very good at them. And obviously because my camera is not helping at the moment, I can't really show you very clear what I am doing. So I'm gonna cut this to size again. All the edges nice and tidy. And then this edge from here. The only thing with wet glue is makes everything floppy, but once it dries, it's really good. And like whatever I do after I finished, I flat dry it so it doesn't become bubbly after it's dried. But it doesn't matter for now. We're working on it now, so it doesn't really matter. And from the inside, I've got this printout that I printed out. Is like an old letter. I'm trying to find the date here. 1889, just down there. Such a lovely printout. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to stick this down, but this time I'm gonna use my glue stick. I think once my camera has been fixed and put to a nice place for me to work without it in front of me, oops, I think my tutorials will be a lot better. I must admit I'm struggling a little bit, but it doesn't really matter. Just gonna put this like that, adjust it to the top so I don't have to cut too much, and then just stick it down. Sorry, I moved my camera again. I use my little cloth to press everything down nicely. That's nice now. And I'm gonna take my scissors and again cut the edges, cut around it. Very good. So this is done as well. Now in the middle of my join here where the two papers join, I used, as you can see, the one I've already made in the middle here. I've used this paper. I just wanted to give it like another, like I wanted to make it look a little bit like that it has been layered, and it's like it's more exciting like this way. So I'm just gonna go and roughly cut it down. Okay, and then I'm gonna use my wet glue for this one because the stick glue doesn't stick this very good on here. And all I'm gonna do is spread it out a little bit like that. Take the paper and just put it in the middle. My little cloth, gently. Gently down the sides. And then just wipe the glue a little bit off here. And then you just have to cut the excess paper. It doesn't really matter if it's a little bit shown, because that makes it look a little bit more funky, I think, more vintage. Not perfect in a way because it's handmade, which I love, but this is the way it looks now. So it looks vintage. So this is the inside, guys, that we have stuck our Till and Tarted image, and the printout that I printed out, and that's the front and that's the back. And now I've got excess paper here that needs to come off, which I didn't realize. And this is a little bit stuck. It doesn't really matter because I'm gonna put the same paper that we put inside and on the outside as well. So we're gonna go and fix that now. And again, maybe on this side. That's it. Okay, put a little bit of glue just down the spine. And I really love the way they feel after they have dried. Just makes it so vintage, so old. It's so nice. I love the way paper feels after the glue has dried on it. So this is done as well. Nice and easy. Now I want to put something here on the top, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to maybe find a little bit of fabric, or maybe some seam binding. Maybe this seam binding, because it's got a little bit of purple in there and it's quite dark, so I think I'm gonna do that. And if I like it a lot, then I might add a little bit of seam binding to the other one that I've already made. So what I want to do is cut and just put some glue on top there. And then just add the seam binding there on the top. I would loved it if I could sew, because all this work for me, which I love doing, it's more, in a way it's more secure when you actually use like a sewing machine and do it like that way. But because I don't do that, I always have to be careful how I glue things down and glue them really well, so they don't get damaged or like come off the paper. I haven't had any accidents like that yet, or any like purchases where people were unhappy with what they purchased. Everything was fine, which I always ask my customers when they buy things from Etsy. I always ask them, you know, like if they've got like if they are happy with what they have received, and if the quality of their work is nice. And I had no complaints. Everybody's happy, because I try to actually glue down everything really, really well. It would be nice if it was stitched, because it does create a nice like look to the to what you are creating. But because I'm aware of things coming unstuck, I have to really make sure that they are stuck properly. So anyway, enough about my gluing and sewing. So I like this, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add it on here as well, the same color as the seam binding here. So I think I prefer it like that. Is it much better? Let me know what you think. So I'm gonna leave this like this now to dry, and I'm gonna make the rest of the front cover. So where did I leave my little golden frame? Where did I put? Oh, it's here. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to add the golden frame around the window, and this one will be done with my glue stick, because the glue stick actually glues this down really, really well. It's a little bit of a fiddly job, but I will do it, don't worry. And then I'm gonna add more glue on the actual window, just a tiny bit, around the edges. That's it. And now I'm going to add the golden frame. I think this is really, really nice. Okay, now I had some okay, I don't think I'm going to be able to. Sorry, let me just check one sec. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to add the large corners that I have here on this image. So I'm gonna try and look and find little ones, or maybe cut out from an image, like from a card that I have. Cut the corners out and maybe use the image for something else. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut tiny corners, and I just want to see how they are going to look on here. I think they will look lovely. I just need to cut the other one as well. We just cut it like that. Okay, and then cut the other side too. So I've got 2 corners up here. They look lovely. And then take that one and cut this side as well. Okay, and this side, I'm just gonna do it like that.